We are back with another review, 500 yards. Today we're doing the CVA Cascade. It's chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. You guys saw the Berger one that we did last week. It met their guarantee, 1 MOA. So now keep in mind, we are doing 500 yards, not 100. It is more difficult, okay? Also, we're doing 5 shots. Typically their guarantee is 3 shots. The Berger, with 3 shots, it passed with flying colors. So keep that in mind as well for the CVA. As we go, we're gonna put the 3-shot MOA, and then we'll do the 5-shot at the end. All right, so this is what we're reviewing today. This is the Cascade, CVA Cascade in 6.5 Creedmoor. This is a very budget tool. Probably going to be the most budget of anything that we test, but we're going to see how it does. We have not done any modifications other than added a Arca rail on the bottom so that we can use the Accutech bipod. We mounted a Burris XT-RPS. The reason we didn't do the Swarovski is because this model does not have a one-piece Picatinny rail, so we couldn't use the one-piece mount. So we looked around, we had these 2-piece mounts there. They're super tall, but that's what we had. And of course it's mounted, the scope is mounted way higher than I would prefer it, but that's what we had. Should be fine for the test. It has a blind mag, or not a blind mag, but it has a, it's a flush mag. I think it holds 5 rounds, 3 or 5. But you know, this mag will work with 6.5 Creed, 308, 243, and 708. But we're going to be shooting Berger 140 grain ammo, and we're shooting 500 yards. We need to talk about that. We're doing 500 yards. Typically, the guarantees that the manufacturer have are at 100 yards and typically 3 shots. We are doing 5 shots and we're doing 500 yards. So we have to take that into account because it's a lot harder to shoot 500 than it is 100. Also, it's harder to shoot 5 shots than 3. So we will show you the 3-shot MOA average and or the group size, and we'll show you the 5-shot. Other than that, again, 0 modifications, shooting factory ammo. Let's see how it does. All right, we're gonna go ahead and these are the first shots. This is literally the first shot through this rifle. We have a radio brake on here. If you guys saw the Berger video, you kind of know what's about to happen. But in case you haven't, we're going to go ahead and fire it either way, just so that you can you can see. Okay. Let me get on target right quick. All right, here we go. Just going to load 1. So you can load single, as we saw. So yeah, not a good idea to shoot a radio brake prone. So we're gonna change the brake before we continue. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get it sighted in right quick. We've got an easy tuner brake on here. And I went ahead and single fed it earlier. If you're gonna single feed, you need to kind of get it started. If you just lay it in there and try to feed it, it does not work, okay? So keep that in mind. Now we're going to try it out of the mag. Out of the mag, it works perfectly fine. So if you're going to single feed, make sure you get it started into the chamber. All right, let me go ahead and just get it sighted in before we move on to the E-target. The other thing I did is I removed the sling stud from the rear. That will obviously help with the recoil. And what I mean by that is it's not going to minimize the recoil. It will help let the rifle slide in the bag. Otherwise, it'll get stuck. All right, all we have is Berger 140 grain ammo. This is the 140 grain hybrid. We're gonna go ahead and set up the chronograph. I'm gonna shoot a 5-shot group. This holds 4 in the mag, and I'm gonna go ahead and put one in manually. Okay, here we go. All right, well, we just realized we don't have a chronograph, so we're not gonna get any numbers. And I also went ahead and turned off the speed on the e-target because a lot of people get confused thinking that's this. So to avoid any confusion, we just turned off the speed at target. So all we care about right now is see how good it groups. Here we go. And obviously how it functions. Feeds and all that good stuff. Here we go. Oh, electronic target. Here we go. You will see the group size in the top right corner. Trigger's pretty hard compared to what I'm used to, but it's fine. It's not terrible. Uh-oh. Well, doesn't seem to like this ammo. And we don't have any 130s. We're out, so I'm gonna have to buy some more 130s. 2.6 MOA. These 3 right here are 1.1 1.25 MOA. Yep, 2.6 MOA. We're gonna let it breathe a little bit and then we're gonna do it again. See if we get any different results. Okay, second group coming up. The wind's picked up a little, but should be fine. Here we go. I'm gonna chop the video. You're just gonna see me shoot, so it's not so long. See what? The first one always seems to go right there. Pretty good. Heck yeah, baby. One more. I'm gonna shoot one more. Actually, no, we're doing 5. Okay, that was better. The first 3 we had exactly 1 MOA. And we have 1.5 MOA total, 1.53 MOA total for 5 shots. It's not bad. Now keep in mind, we didn't do any barrel break-in, we didn't do anything. These are the first shots out of this barrel. So this group was way better than the first one. We're gonna let it breathe a little more, let it rest, cool down, and then we'll try a third group, see what it looks like. All right, so we did a couple of groups with the Berger 140 grain. It was starting to look a little better. We went and got some more ammo. We got the Sako Power Head Blade 6.5 Creedmoor. This is 120 grain tipped expanding copper bullet. We're gonna try that. And also we got some Sako, we also have some Desert Tech premium match ammunition. This is 140 grain. Doesn't really tell me what bullet is in there, but we're gonna try these two as well, see if there's a difference. We also have a chronograph now, so we'll be able to get some numbers. Okay, we will test the Desert Tech ammo first. 5 shots, let's go. All right, here we go. We loaded 4 in the mag, 1 in the chamber. I'm not gonna adjust the scope at all, should be on target. Here we go, see how it does. .2707, right in the middle too. Wow. Let's shoot one more. This is pretty good. All right, so total group 6 shots is 1.2 MOA, but these 4 right here, we got 0.6 MOA. So this Desert Tech ammo looks pretty darn good. I mean, I think it's safe to say that the rifle will shoot. Center deviation 16, average 2707. Very good. All right, we're gonna let it cool down a bit. And again, the tuner's at 0. We haven't done anything. Right now, we're just testing different ammos. We're gonna now try the Sako ammo. All right, now we're gonna do the Sako power head blade. This is 120 grain projectile. This is all copper. So, solids. It's got a green ballistic tip on it. Here we go. We have not cleaned the barrel or anything in between, just sanding it. No adjustments to the scope. Oh, let me drop the mag so I don't double feed one. All right. Recoil is totally better, or not better, but less, for sure. It's noticeable. Wow. All righty. Looks like the Sako 120 grain ammo is the ticket. That's a 5-shot group, 0.85 MOA at 500 yards. The last 4 were 0.6 MOA. I like it. I think the CVA for the price. You feed it the right ammo, that Sako 120 grain, and you're in business. Well, there you have it. This budget rifle definitely did what it said it could. Obviously, with the Berger 140, it was slightly over 1 MOA. We had a group that was bigger than that, 1.5. So it seemed like it didn't quite like the 140 grain bullets. We did the Desert Tech ammo as well, the 140s. That did a little better than the Berger, but my goodness, that Sako ammo, that was the ticket, the 120 grain. So I don't have any 130 Bergers, but I suspect that if I ran those through here, it would probably do very well. It seems to prefer the lighter 130 and under class bullets. Again, the 140s, it didn't do bad. Didn't do bad at all, with especially with the Desert Tech ammo. So, one more guarantee? Absolutely. Again, this is 500 yards, and it absolutely delivered, especially with that, with the lighter ammo. So, I'm gonna put a big fat check mark next to this one and say this is an excellent rifle for the money. The only thing we did, we threw a tuner brake on there. We didn't do anything, we left it at 0. So I think there's still more improvements that could be had, but this is out of the box. I think it's great. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I'm pretty happy. Keep them centered.